Hello guys, editing advocate here. I choose to cut out the part after Tipster leaves and where only Aiden is there because I personally don't like the input I give because Aiden is doing a good job at tackling the stuff. I don't have much to add and I kinda don't really wanna sit around and say yeah I agree, yeah I agree. Yes, sometimes when Bowblax contradicted himself I said it. Then when I once I hit play again Aiden said the same, so it's not really useful, and I personally don't want to put this out because I react to stuff where I think I can add something, and in this case, I don't have to add anything, and you guys don't deserve this because that's slop. So I'm probably gonna also make a second upload where I take the full stream and cut out all the silent awkward pauses or when Bowblax is yapping about the game and upload it. Of course I'm gonna take it down if he asks me to because this is literally against the copyright because it serves as a replacement for his video. And what else I wanted to say, yeah, I don't know, kind of retrospective, I wonder if I played too much Devil's Advocate for Bowblax. I think I did it because I wasn't personally slighted by Bowblax, therefore I wasn't less cheering for Tipster for totally owning that fraud, because for me it's just not really that, because, yeah, how do I explain it best? I think Tipster had some not so strong takes as people make it out to be. He had a lot of valid arguments, other arguments were less valid or weak, and I wanted to point this out. Anyways, so thank you again for watching. Sorry for the abrupt ending and have one hell of a day. Hello and welcome back. I'm back a bit sooner than usual because I saw while watching Nick Diorio that Bowblax and Tipster finally had a debate on Bowblax stream. I'll be honest, the stream was hella boring. Like, at first I heard that he's also getting blamed by chat, so I wanted to react to this as well. There were so many awkward pauses or him yapping about the game he's playing, and I tried to cut it out, but then the audio got a bit corrupted by this, so I just choose okay, no worries, I'm just gonna react to the part where he talks to Tipster and then later Aiden, because Aiden also has some interesting moments with Bowblax. So now here, this is the stream, and let's see how Bowblax can handle the tip.
Streams are funny as shit, man.
I'm thinking he's talking about the bully streams here, and I will give him that. They had funny moments. Like the one where he had this 5 tipsters who play the same level having a race was funny. Like he also had something interesting to talk about when Tipster was promoting this trans youth rehoming charity, which was a bit kinda sketchy and involved people who were doxers. Those were interesting moments, but on the other hand I kinda tuned in, and Tipstar is not really an entertaining guy to react to, so like this boring pauses I talked about with Bowblax, that I just couldn't react to it because nothing is going on, and Bowblax was reacting to this stuff and trying to get something out of it, and there was nothing to get out of it. This is the issue. And so now we are here, and Bowblax clearly hasn't skilled on charisma, to be honest, so let's see if this stream is gonna be a bit entertaining now that the tip himself is there.
Okay, I accepted his friend request. BLM song. Nah. Okay, I need to play like an easy level, dude. I can just get my...
Like, again, those boring, awkward pauses. And to be honest, it maybe don't play at all when you're debating someone and have to maybe think back about all the stuff you did before and whatnot. Like, it was a stupid idea. Even if it's an easy level, it's... come on, why?
Wait, okay, first, before we call tip, I need to get to an easy level, dude. I need to, like, play Bianco Hills or some shit. I need to get back to Delfino Plaza, man. Tip!
Hello, how's it
Hello,
going?
hello. Dude, the great
Let's be honest, I think Tipster just now really gathered the courage to run around, to go around, show himself in chats of commentary YouTubers, and now also go on Bowblax stream because he knows Bowblax completely fell off. You can see here that the chat already completely grilled him. I saw some people theorizing that Tipster knew that Dick the Oreo is reacting to this stream. He's just joined in right now, and that he would act cool in front of Nick. So I don't know, I think Tipster just only found his balls because it's easier to dunk on Bowblax. I kinda can't really blame him for doing so. I rather blame people who suddenly act like Tipster is cool again, despite him basically having fake courage. But hey, that's just me.
Reunion, dude. What do you have to say to me, bro?
Welcome to the LGBTQ CIA agenda.
Yes.
So what are the pronouns these days?
Any, but you can call me he.
I'll call you whatever you want.
Whatever you want. I don't have a preferred. I genuinely don't have a preferred right now. But so you can just call me he.
I kinda hope that he will come up with some weird fucking neo pronouns, like completely made up ones which no one ever heard of, and expecting people to use them because it would be at least funny.
That's fine. It's probably easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. But yeah, I just like, you know, when I showed up in chat, it seemed like you had some things to say, so I thought I'd.
Well, of course, if Tip comes in with the fucking check mark on Mayo Monkey.
To be fair, like right now, it's not in here, but when Bowblax saw Tipster in chat, he clearly was caught off guard. He kinda struggled to really give an initial response, and it's not. He wasn't acting as cool as he's trying to portray now.
Yeah, I have to fucking respond, bro. But
yeah, Big Tip laying his dick down in the chat.
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
just
Big
for
Tip
everybody to see, right?
Yeah, I wish you fucking laid your big cock down in the fucking. That's not weird.
Whoa, where you going with this? Okay,
in your
look,
chat. I'm not gay. I wish you came in the chat like
I don't know.
earlier,
I hear you be liking some dicks these days, which is fine, by the way. No judgment.
I've always said I like the lady cock. I've always said that.
Oh, okay. Fair. But yeah, so what do you want to talk about now that you got me in the call?
Why did you defend Vosh?
Okay. Like, honestly, I just said some really stupid shit. I can own it. Like, I was like really fucking retarded. And like,
Look and see Tipster, like when H3 and such came for him, Tipster was way more in fighting mode, but now he's just taking it laying down. He doesn't give Bowblax any real points to argue on. He's just laying down and saying, yeah, I fucked up, just so the debate immediately is like, oh, the fire's out. And Bowblax doesn't get much to work with because he knows he could slip up at any moment. Let's be honest, of course, it's just my opinion, but Tipster was playing team sports. He tried to kinda apply to whatever Keffel's community wants to, and Keffels was friends with Vosh, he was defending Vosh, so of course Tipster joins in. This should also later be addressed that Tipster was always kinda next to Keffels, always. Like, I know whatever Keffels does, Tipster does. Whatever Keffels agrees or disagrees on, Tipster does the same. And yeah, I think he was just defending Vosh because this was the community he tried to get into. It's just now Keffels is gone, there is no Keffels community anymore, and it's just my theory, but I think Tipster right now just wants to finally do his own thing, talk about whatever he's interested in. He probably tries to not really befriend the commentary community again, but to get them off his back, just so that they don't go bully stream A-logging him and he can just do his thing in peace, and let's see how this works out. I won't watch him, I think he doesn't care. So, yes.
I did a really bad job of articulating my point, and I made myself look like a fucking idiot. So.
Do you think you could articulate your point like better now, or are you just like?
Imagine how good it went if he actually said the thing they said right now back then. It would be so much easier, but no. He had the stupid bit where he's throwing all his anime away in the garbage and whatnot.
Kinda giving up on that.
I honestly, I choose not to talk about it anymore. If I were to summarize my position now, I don't think like Vosh is like any like threat to children or anything like that. But as far as like, should he have had that stuff on his computer? No. I think it was really fucking dumb to have that on his computer. Yeah.
Well, do you think
Having lolly horse porn on your computer, calling it dumb is quite an understatement. But yeah, I think most people who are into lolly are creepy, but I don't think they're actual danger to real children. It takes a lot more creepiness to actually prey on children, and yeah.
he's like attracted to kids or attracted to the shit that he had on his, like he obviously downloaded that to like jerk off to it, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
and
like,
if it's those images, like, you know, I don't know, I wouldn't be comfortable having a kid around them.
You can see Bowblax desperately tries Tipster to have Tipster have a take, which is stupid, or even if it's a moderate take, so he can laugh at it and portray it as something stupid, but Tipster really trying his best to kinda avoid it, not getting too much into the topic. Kinda gotta say, it's boring. It makes a not so interesting debate, but right now it's for someone like Tipster who just temporarily is considered cool. It's a good idea to do so.
I
Like,
mean, I think that's fair.
maybe he won't fucking, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I wouldn't trust someone like that around my kid when they have like a lolly on their computer. What the fuck? And I don't know.
I mean,
it's like
honestly,
pretty...
honestly, I think that's fair. Like, I think that people have like a right to like question, like, what the fuck was that shit doing on his computer? Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Was that not the answer you expected me to have?
I didn't know what you were gonna answer. No, it's like. Then why did you go like so far out of your way to like defend Vosh?
My biggest issue with and if you look at my original tweet, my biggest issue with the Voss situation with Ethan Klein was that some of his like clips were being like misrepresented, and that was like my biggest issue with it. As far as like the stuff on his computer, my position has always been that shit should not have been on his computer. Like, he says it was an accident. I know everybody doesn't buy that. My position is like, I can give him the.
How can it be an accident? Like, you can accidentally maybe download something, can happen. But he had an entire folder for it. There was multiple stuff of this. That he downloaded all by accident and put it in this folder.
Benefit of the doubt on that, but if it happens again, then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck, dude? It was an accident.
If it happens again, do you really expect that he again will accidentally open this folder on stream? Like, come on, this is again a stupid take, but Bowblax probably won't pin him on it.
Last time is an accident, this time too. But as far as like, my biggest thing was those clips were like taken insanely out of context. But
yeah, but like the thing is, like, with an accident, right? For this scenario, how many like processes do you have to go through in order to accidentally have lolly CP horse porn on your folder?
Okay, Bowblax at least pinned him partially on it, thank God.
To show on stream, like how many how many mistakes had to happen in a row for that to happen? Like, it's pretty. That's like my main issue with your thing, is like, you say it's an accident, but how the fuck can it be an accident when it's literally like downloaded and all these steps you have to go through, right?
No, I think that these are valid questions. I think that like, it's fine to question, like, why did that shit get on your computer and how.
Like, okay, so it's a fine question, but you're not gonna answer it, okay? Like, you called it an accident, but you're not gonna answer why.
Do you accidentally download that? No, I think that those are fair questions to have.
Yeah, and those were always the questions I had on like the bully streams and everything, so. Okay, you agree with me then. Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else you want to ask me about? Because I mean, you got a golden opportunity here. You got Big Tip on your stream.
Well, you got a golden opportunity. I've said more about you than you've said about me. So.
No, I mean, like, when I showed up in chat, you had a lot to say. So like.
Well, all I alluded to was like the defending Vosh thing, which I still think was horrible, and you agree. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
I made myself look like a fucking idiot.
That's what I
I
said.
had a big problem of going out on a limb for people to like defend them and stuff like that when I probably shouldn't even got involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also why I kinda back then showed him kinda playing defense of this artist who traced a real toddler for diaper fur fetish art, because it really was again something for some reason Tipster chose to involve himself in and play defense despite him not even knowing this person. I know some people run with this narrative, yeah, Tipster was only defending Sophie Labelle because she's trans. Nope, Tipster wasn't familiar with this artist. It had nothing to do with him pandering to the trans community. So you can keep that part out. That's not true. For the most part, I'm pretty sure that he didn't really think the artist is trans. I don't even think it was mentioned in the initial post.
Oh, someone's
Yeah,
wearing
I mean,
a good. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I'd say it was what the fuck was that dude's name? Ding Dong or whatever. It's almost like I shouldn't have gotten involved with that for you.
Those who don't know who Ding Dong is, it was apparently someone who was associated with the Game Grumps community, who kind of made a public, I don't know, it was a doc or a stream or something. It was kind of drama stuff, I'm not sure. And Bowblax reacted to it, talked about it. The person, despite making this shit public, didn't like it and sent his audience after Bowblax, which was pretty stupid. Stupid at best. It was actually pretty malicious. So yeah, it was. I think all commentary bros just called this person stupid. Like, sorry, but if you put out something publicly, you can't forbid people to talk about it simply if they don't agree with you. I think Boblex even agreed with him, I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was what it was all about. Boblex talking about a public topic and the person sending the audience after him.
Like that was your situation to deal with, and I shouldn't have gotten involved with it, right?
Wait, how does Vosh and Ding Dong?
No. I'm just no. What I'm saying is like I had a bad habit of getting involved in situations that I didn't need to be involved in, right? And so that was just another example of something that I got involved in that I didn't need to be involved in, right?
Sure.
Oh wait, but the reason that I got involved in that is because you DM'd me like asking me to put that clip up. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I got involved in that situation.
With the Vosh situation?
No. Ding Dong with Ding Dong.
Okay, Tipster got him on this one, but I don't know. I think Tipster was the one who brought up the Ding Dong thing as an example, and he got involved by being deliberately asked to get involved. So I don't know if the Ding Dong situation is really an example, because Tipster is also the one bringing it into it. Ding Dong shit wasn't defending weird art. It was something completely different, but again, Bowblax doesn't seem to get it.
When you
You remember when you DM'd me asking you to put up the clip of the Ding Dong thing because you're like, man, everybody's giving me shit about this, and holy shit, man, like, can you put up that clip so that like I could just, I don't want to talk about it anymore, so I'll just point to this thing where I can just say, look at your video if people give me a hard time about it. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About it.
I'm just saying that there was another situation where I got involved in something that I really didn't need to be involved in, right?
I mean, to be fair, in this case, he was actually asked to get involved in, like, in the rum stuff. Apparently, Tipster acted on his own volition. I don't know if Kevils asked him to be involved in the Vosh stuff. Might be that he just saw, oh, Kevils agrees with this, so I gotta jump in. Chris Tyson didn't ask Tipster to defend him, or them, her, sorry. Then what was there also going on? Sophie Labelle certainly didn't ask Tipster to defend the diaper fur stuff. Like, this is a completely different thing.
You regret getting.
Can you tell me? Can I ask you about something now?
Sure.
What was up with the whole like, hey man, just DMing you to let you know, if anybody ever comes to you and says that I'm like talking shit behind your back or whatever, it's just jokes and memes, man. It's like just jokes and memes.
Cause you DM'd me asking about that.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually. You just randomly like mentioned that in my DMs. I never asked you about that.
I'm pretty sure you were DMing me in response to like a stream where there was like some.
No, that's not what happened at all.
Do you want to bring? Should we bring up the DMs?
I mean, you can bring them up if you want. I tweeted them out. They're on my Twitter. Feel free to bring them up. It was literally just let me. You know what? Sure.
This is just Bowblax being two-faced. This is again Tipster got him here. He got him here for being two-faced in DMs.
Let's bring him up. Let's fucking bring him up, dude.
Okay.
Let's see.
Bring up Chris and Shadman out? Oh yeah, that was really weird. Defending Chris.
I think Bowblax shouldn't have read this out loud because it sounds like someone gave him the idea to talk about it, and like it should be a debate between him and Tipster, not him taking our ideas out of the chat versus Tipster.
Tyson, very.
I already addressed that on Tommy's stream. There's no defending Chris Tyson anymore.
Dude,
so I mean, like, you can...
But it's kind of weird. The clip of him defending Chris Tyson went around and around, and it took him really kind of getting good graces from the commentary community and being on Tommy's stream to finally say, yeah, I fucked up. Like, it's hella weird.
Well, you say you have, like, a tendency of, like, you know, getting involved in situations that you shouldn't, which I agree. But why
Wait,
is
I thought we were going to bring up the DMs. I thought we were going to bring up the DMs right now, bro.
Good on Tipster for actually kind of pinning him down on, no, we're not changing the topics. I started looking for the DMs, and now we're going to talk about the DMs.
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious. Well, we were talking about
out of topic, but god damn it, the gameplay is boring. I think he's just duking around there and not even really playing why it's just fucking boring.
the Shadman stuff in between, and you answered while you were bringing it up, so I didn't think you'd have an issue with talking about other things.
No, we can talk about it. We can talk about it.
But yeah, what I find curious is like you have a lot of like mistakes for like, you know, commenting on stuff you shouldn't, but everything you comment on that you shouldn't and you end up regretting involves like pedophilia and like sex with kids and lolly and stuff. What's up with that? Like Shadman, Vosh, you know, any other, like, the fucking rum thing, like, all of your controversies involve, like, lolly.
The diaper fur stuff. Yeah, that's a clear pattern. It's like you can say, yeah, I admit I have an issue with it back then, but it's a pattern. I kind of want to see if he gets 1 year without talking about it, but that's gonna show.
CP stuff, like, what's up with that?
Well, it's like I said on Tommy's stream, or like rather I agree with Tommy's position on it, is that like I got really tired of like people just like it didn't take much to accuse somebody of being a pedophile. And so I took a stand on some positions that admittedly in hindsight I shouldn't have. Especially with the rum thing, because like I literally blew up my own fucking career to defend her ass, and we all saw how that played out in the end. She threw my ass under the bus as soon as she thought it was convenient for her, so...
Yeah, for context, Ram made an anti-Tipster comment on the Toasterfy video, so she at some point chose to jump off the train the moment it kinda was clear that Tipster's reputation is beyond salvation.
So, did you think it was, like, not fair to call someone a pedo if they have, like, drawn, like, lolly CP? Like, it's okay if it's a cartoon? Like, what? Because you're saying people are, like, wrongly calling people pedo or whatever, like Vosh or what have you. Like, but they had like lolly CP, and that's kind of like the core thing. Like, do you see lolly CP as not something that's pedophilic, or? No,
that's never been my position. I think that like, I think lolly is really fucked up, and I've never been in a position where like.
Wait, but then why do you go out of your way to like defend these people with like the lolly in particular and be like, oh, it's not that, like, it's not, you know, you're like trying to like.
It's not
defend.
what.
Well, you kind of act like you think it's not like that bad, like it's not like that pedophilic.
No, that's not my position at all. My
then
position
why?
is
Well,
clear
you said your position was.
My thing is no. Like my position has never been that lolly's okay or it's not a big deal.
That's clear. He never said lolly's okay. He even went out of his way to always explain, no, I don't like lolly. His issue is that like for example, he's defending if it's even lolly. For example, the Chris Tyson thing, he was like, yeah, it's clearly an adult, like Belle Delphine type. Then during the rum stuff, he kinda was like, is this person really a kid? There are adults out there who can look like children, like this girl who has this deficiency that she looks like 8. And then he kind of went parading around because it turned out it's this little boy, not a little girl, but it's still a child. Then the fucking Sophie LaBelle diaper fur stuff where he wasn't acting if it's lolly or if it's a child because it was traced over a real child, so he can't argue that, but he acted like, is this really something sexual though? I said the hashtag that was on the post was adult baby diaper lovers, and he still was kind of like, is it really a kink though? Is it something sexual for them?
That's
But your
somehow like
position,
that's
no, your position is that these people like Vought who get caught with lolly aren't really pedophiles. So do you think like if someone that's why I'm asking, because you're like, oh, people are too quick to call somebody a pedophile, but we find lolly CP and you're like, oh.
Tipster already answered it. He said that he thinks it's creepy, but he doesn't think that Vosh is a danger to children.
Oh, that's not enough to call them a pedo. So like, what's the disconnect there?
I also said that I jumped on some like really stupid situations that I didn't need to jump on. Like I can look back in hindsight at the Vosh situation and be like, yeah, that was a really fucking stupid thing.
But you said the reason you jumped onto it is because people.
The issue isn't even the jumping on, it's the doubling down. Like, you can accidentally jump on something, get some clarity, and then get out of it. Instead of, like with the Rum stuff, refusing to take the L and only taking the L after the age was finally confirmed. Or the Vosh stuff, where he then made this rage video where he's throwing all his anime in the bin. Which was kinda, it's quite a lot of doubling down. It's not like, yeah, I made a bad decision. You doubled down on this. You doubled and tripled down on this bad decision. That's the issue. Like, I think the only thing he didn't really double down on multiple times was the Chris Dyson stuff, but this was something he let fly for very long, never addressed really that he no longer stands by it.
People are calling, like, people pedos unjustly. And
like, for example, something where I can admit he jumped in, realized it is maybe a bad choice to defend this stuff and to argue about it. The topic is hella weird, was the diaper first stuff. I think we had a back and forth, we had a real back and forth, but he didn't really concede on it, but he thought it's weird and that people would twist it if he keeps talking about it. And yeah. But at least there he wasn't doubling, tripling down for days and quite quickly came to his senses.
You thought that those 3 people were being called pedo unjustly. They all happen to have like the lolly stuff involved, like, and you say it's a mistake, but like you consistently, like over multiple years, are making this mistake of specifically defending people who get caught with lolly by calling them not pedophiles. So that's why I bring this up, right?
Well, for me, like I said with the Vosh thing, is originally my statement on the Vosh thing is like, look, he says it was an accident to have that on his computer. I understand people don't buy that. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but if it happens again, that motherfucker's on his own, right? My biggest issue with the Vosh thing wasn't even about the shit on his computer. It was about like his arguments from the.
Didn't he already say the same thing? Did I accidentally kind of play it back, or? Cause, okay, it's going on for 10 minutes apparently, but he kind of basically said the same almost word for word before.
Those clips being taken out of context. If you look at my original tweet, it specifically mentions.
Yeah, but you also got mad at like the lolly horse CP thing and the rum thing, and like you were also defending them on those things as well. So it's like, yeah, sometimes you defend people when it's not related to lolly CP, but like you did 3 times, so. I don't know why you talking about like Vosh's other thing kind of takes away from you defending the lolly thing when you also did that.
Because I didn't really give a defense. My whole position was I can give him the benefit of the doubt.
That is
like
the
he's
benefit
saying.
of the doubt. Why are you giving him benefit of the doubt? Is there like a 3-strike system with lolly in your head where it's like, well, if they get caught with lolly 2 times or 3 times, it's fine. But the first time, well, 3 people got caught. Liking 3 people and 3 separate scenarios.
I already said my original position was retarded. Like, what do you want me to like?
So you made the same retarded position three separate times.
This isn't the gotcha that you think it is. This isn't the gotcha that you think it is.
No,
I
I'm trying to get
my argument was retarded.
Okay, so you defended CP 3 times because you're retarded.
What? Okay. Yeah. I mean, if that's what you need to like make yourself feel good about this, like I guess so. Whatever.
No, I'm like,
that's fine.
Don't you see the pattern and the consistency? This didn't happen once. It's twice. It's 3 times, 3 separate times of you saying, "Oh well, they're not actually like maybe like they could be on the way to, but they're not actually like full pedo. Like I can give benefit of the doubt to Rom. I can give benefit of the doubt to Vosh. I can give benefit of the doubt to Shadman with that disgusting like lolly art that fucking Chris had. You know, well, like why? It's like a pattern. It's not just once or twice, bro. But, I mean, if your explanation's that you were just retarded, that's fine. I can accept that 100%. But I'm just saying, like, don't you see what I'm getting at with, like, the pattern, though? Like...
I mean, like, I don't... Like, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm telling you, yeah, I was really fucking stupid.
Okay.
That's, like, there's no need to, like, argue this point, because I'm like, yeah, I had a really dumb position, and I defended some really stupid shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's that. Well, at least,
so,
yeah, well, okay.
So do you want to talk about these, like, DMs now?
Sure.
Okay, so, like, in these DMs, like, I didn't bring up anything in regards to, you know, you talking shit or whatever. You literally just randomly popped up. Also, I'm reading your DMs right now. Also, for full transparency, so you don't feel backstabbed or anything, I do meme about you in private sometimes. Nothing hateful, though. Just joking around. Would say the same stuff to your face, because let's be real, some of your tweets are, like, crusty. So, like... Yeah, what I find interesting about this is like you go from okay, these things are jokes, but then all of a sudden you do these like cringy bully streams for like the past year, and all of a sudden those jokes, they're not jokes anymore.
When
they're like valid criticisms jokes? Now. They're like valid criticisms all of a sudden.
I still made the same jokes about you back then as I did now, and there were always
right,
jokes.
but back then they were just jokes, and you weren't like being like a backstabber or anything.
Jokes.
But now it's like a valid but they're jokes rooted in a valid criticism now. Now that it like you know we had our falling out.
Can you specify like something in particular?
I mean, there's a lot of things that you said in those streams. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna go back and I'm not gonna like note down every fucking thing you ever said in a bully stream.
I wouldn't expect Tipster to sit through all those bully streams either, because they're short to sit through. Because Bowblax on its own isn't really entertaining, and most of the Tipster stuff he was reacting to isn't really entertaining, because Tipster also isn't a super entertaining person if he hasn't an interesting topic to talk about.
But
I just want one example, because you're like upset that like I said something in the past that was a joke and now I'm taking seriously. Can you give me an example of one time that I did that? I mean, you're upset, so you must have like at least one example in mind, right? If this is a point you're bringing up, right?
I guess one thing we can use as an example is the fact that like you tried to like insinuate like as a joke before that my whole connection to Keffels was because I was trying to like get in her pants or some shit, and then like on the bully streams all of a sudden there's...
That was a joke that everyone made, because he really had pretty simpy behavior, was constantly around Keffels, and always agreed with her. Whatever her opinion was also his opinion. Like we saw doing the Robin Horsecock stuff, he was at first laughing at it, then posted this apparently into Keffels' Discord. Keffels said, hey, it's not funny, and immediately Tipster's face went from laughing to angry, and he then chose to call Bowblax out. So it was really, Tipster's opinion was whatever Keffels' opinion was, because this is just a person in the community he was pandering to.
Like some legitimacy to that?
I never said there was any legitimacy to that. I
don't know, you ran with it quite a bit to the point where it seems like you thought that there was like a genuine criticism, or at least the way you represented it. You made it seem...
Well, you wanting to get in Keffels' pants wouldn't be criticism. That'd be just something you'd want to do. It's always been...
It was a meme within the community more. Rather like when Tipster's community had this meme with the goth mummies. Was also nothing really serious. It was a joke in his community.
joke because you fucking defend Keffels all the time. Clara, I love Clara. Oh my god, Clara's my best friend. Clara did this, Clara did that.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny as shit.
She was my friend, and we still are. I went to bat for her the same way I went to
but
bat
the way you went to bat for her was fucking cringy, so I made fun of it.
Oh, was it cringy when I went to bat for you? Like with Ding Dong? Because I went to bat for you a lot of times too.
Yeah, I gotta be again someone who doesn't give Tipster the W as heavily as others do. Because again, one time defending him in the Ding Dong situation, which was someone sending his fans after him for talking about a public topic, isn't the same as playing defense for Keffels and then playing all the crap she does. Or defending Vosh over the stuff that she does. Debating all his former commentary community buddies over Keffels. Like, his initial fallout with Bowblax was over Keffels. Because Keffels accused Bowblax of sexual harassment over the post of the Robin Horsecar account, and Tipster completely sided with her. Like, at first it seemed like he's going to moderate the call between Keffels and Bowblax, but no, he was basically on Keffels' side. And when Bowblax said, hey, you sent me those DMs of you jumping up and down and saying your boobs have Rouge the Bad jiggle physics, isn't that then technically also sexual harassment? No, Tipster sided with Keffels again, so it's not really the same. I can also remember kinda Tipster being friends with Ding Dong and one of his friends, and then dropping them for the sake of defending Bowblax. I can really remember this happening.
I also defended you on Black Lives Matter and like a bunch of stuff in the past because you were my boy. So
okay, the BLM song, unpopular opinion, this song was pretty cringe. I don't know why people act like it's funny or based. I thought it was just kinda secondhand embarrassment to watch it. Like, those little kids who try to rap and basically know how to rhyme.
Why is it cringe when it's you and it's not, or it's cringe when it's Keffels, but it's not cringe when it's you?
Dude, you were fucking tweeting about her all the time. Your icon is literally her little wiggler thing. You're fucking upset that you're basically Keffels too.
No, it's
okay, am I the only one who fucking hates the wiggler? Like those weird, huge black eye thingies? I don't know, I kinda always wanna kick this thing when I see it. Yeah, totally not a psycho comment, I know, but I fucking hate the wiggler.
Trying to copy your channel.
You like my wiggler? My wiggler's
it's based on Keffels.
My wiggler looks like a fucking Chad.
You literally changed your whole channel to basically be what Keffels' channel was. You're fucking...
Yeah, to be fair, that's also kind of a point. Tipster started heavily pandering towards the trans stuff. But okay, maybe before he was also heavily pandering to whatever Nick Diorio, Augie, or the others were kinda saying. Like, I remember when he had Keemstar calling in twice per week or so in his streams, because I was watching Tipster streams, but every time Keem called in I just left, because it was just Keem venting his BS out. I remember during the one time he even said someone faked their eating disorder or something, and it was just holy shit, that was unbearable to listen to.
You're addicted to her, bro. Like, way more than you were, like, friends with me. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I didn't know. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, maybe if you fucking look at, like, all your tweets and search up how many times you fucking said Clara or Keffels in your fucking videos, you'd fucking know. Dude, are you, like, retarded? Are you playing dumb? Dude,
no.
You were, like, tweeting about Clara every day. I get being friends with someone, but every day, multiple tweets? About, like, of course I'm gonna make jokes about you wanting to fuck her. What? Like, of course I'm gonna make jokes.
So does that mean when I was like, I had your back and I was like tweeting about you and stuff and we were cool, did I want to fuck you too?
Tweeting about me every day.
Did I want to fuck you too? Did I want you to bottom for me? Is that what was going on?
To be fair, it's kinda not really the same, but it's also kinda cringe how Bowblax constantly tries to get this Keffels stuff into it, because it's clear Tipster isn't gonna shit talk Keffels, especially if he said they're still friends. He still has leftovers from her community around him, so he's definitely not gonna shit talk her.
Are you retarded?
No.
Well, we already know you did admit you were retarded with like the fucking before, so That's
No,
your,
no,
like,
it just
explanation for
like
everything.
I guess like by your logic, if I tweeted about you a lot or whatever, if I showed you a lot of support, which I did back in the day, I guess that means I wanted to bottom for you, or do you
Yeah,
want to bottom for me, or like what's the deal?
Tips
I wanted to
fucking
fuck you.
slurping my cock on Twitter, dude. That's what I'd be like.
Okay, that's hella cringe.
Sorry, Bowblax, you're not my type. You're not my type, Bowblax.
Okay. Yeah, you're okay. I'm not interested in fucking.
I smell too clean and fresh. I'm not like that dirty person.
Sorry,
that you
I don't have a I don't have a fucking like fat fetish. Sorry.
Okay, holy shit, this took Bowblax so long to get the answer out. He was kind of struggling to say, yeah, I'm not into a fetish. So he struggled to get a comeback out me, but Tipster. Okay, Tipster basically owned him when he kind of made this reference to the Stinky Girl story Bowblax had, which most people think it's fake. So yeah, point for Tipster. It's definitely a point for Tipster. Why was it so hard for Bowblax to just come up with something? Yeah, I'm not into. Oh god.
I'm not interested.
That's okay. I'll survive.
Yeah.
I'll survive. By the way, what was up with like the Keffels thing where we had the conversation, the three of us, and you were like, "Oh yeah, everything's cool," and that was like the best outcome we could have had or whatever. But then like when everybody started coming at me and acting like I backstabbed you or whatever, then suddenly you like, "Oh, you
Dude,
acted like
you
a
were the
wounded
one
animal."
in DM.
Yeah, that was the Keffels Tipster Bowblax debate where many people called out Tipster for kind of siding with Keffels and then trying to gaslight Bowblax by saying, "Hey, maybe it's your autism." Like basically trying to question him what's going on and thinking, yeah, maybe I misunderstood what's happening because of the autism. And I kinda play devil's advocate for Bowblax here. I think many of us had an argument or a debate and at first thought, it went well. Then we look back at it and think, nah, this was wrong, that was wrong, I shouldn't have asked this, I should have maybe pinned more on that, maybe like this stuff. I think this retrospectively. But yeah, I think most people sided with Bowblax on the debate, so it's not even like he had no reason to be upset about it.
DMs who were like, if you don't want to be my friend anymore, fine, bye, bye, all the time. It's because it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
You didn't answer my question. You kind of deflected right there. Why was it that you were telling me in private?
To be honest, I kind of wanted to come off more. I don't know if it's really unbiased or whatever. I kind of wanted to give Tipster more W's than I would, but it's just kind of devil's advocate in me acting up right now that I kind of see those debate tactics that I would call out on, so I just also kind of just sometimes have to defend Bowblax. But yeah, most people say Tipster W because Tipster is still performing better than Bowblax right now.
That you were happy with that conversation.
I
everything
was happy
good,
with that conversation.
Then why was it that like okay, I reached out to you the next day because so I reached out to you the next day because everybody was shitting on me, talking about how I backstabbed you or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was fine with the fucking combo. Because I...
So I reached out to you to tell you, look, dude, I'm sorry. If you felt like that was something bad, then like I legitimately feel bad for that. But like, you're like, no, everything's cool. Everything's fine. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I said I'm happy with the outcome of the stream, which I was. You looked like a dipshit.
Yeah. So
okay, this excuse by Bowblax feels more like kinda retracting what really happened. Sorry, it kind of felt like rewriting history. It feels like major cope.
With the outcome.
Okay, that's not exactly how you said it, but
that is exactly how I said it.
So then you...
This fucking gameplay, he's just jumping around the village and refusing to really progress on or starting the next level. It's just boring as fuck, come on. At least when Tipster made his boring Donkey Kong and Mario plays, he at least was progressing.
Did feel backstabbed.
Yes.
So why didn't you tell me that when I asked you that in DMs?
Why would I tell you?
You see what people mean when they say that you do this like doublespeak thing? Or you're not like fully honest with like how you feel or whatever, and you don't see how they can see that as dishonest?
Tipster definitely has a point there.
What?
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck
Yeah,
are you even talking about?
I think we're done here. I think you got a few dunks on me, and that's fine.
I'm not
But
done.
like,
No.
you're not done. Okay, what do you have to say?
Smaggle wants me to ask you. Ask about Shadman before.
I'm not.
Okay, that's hella stupid. I also like how he put up the Discord stuff on stream just to make sure, like, just why did he to mention it this Smaggles question? Just ask for pretend it's your own question. You don't have to say that it's Smaggle, because now Tipster can easily leave and say, hey, it was between you and me. It's not a 2v1, it's 1v1 over.
Answering anything about fucking Smaggle, okay? I'm not here to talk to Smaggle.
Oh
I was here
god.
to talk.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to cut out as much as possible, because apparently there was an ambulance driving by. Sorry.
My whole point is that everybody's right when they say that.
What did you?
Listen, my whole point is that everybody's right when they say that you do this dishonest doublespeak shit, and you'll be like in one person's DMs acting like you're buddy with them, and everything's cool, and then you'll turn around and talk shit to somebody else. Like, this is something that.
Cool with you.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Bowblax kinda seemed to also adapt to whatever the person he's currently writing with probably wants to hear, or what it takes to still remain on good terms with them, and kinda has this. It's not really even fence sitting, it's playing two completely different characters depending on who you're currently talking.
If you didn't fucking backstab me.
What did I do?
Bro, are you fucking brain dead?
Bowblax doesn't even kinda. Come on, like, he can't even remember what he's upset about.
Tipster, he's not rejoining.
Hello.
What's up, Aiden?
Of course Tipster is not joining. He's not there for a 2v1. He was there to debate his bully, quote unquote, and yeah, he left. Where should he stay? Good on him. Really, good on him.